Diamond and Ruby, Part 1, Trouble. Once upon a time there lived a king and a queen who had 3 daughters named Diamond, Ruby, and Opal. The king and queen ruled the kingdom fairly and treated everyone with kindness. One day Diamond and Ruby decided they wanted to go out and play. Now it was Diamond and Ruby's custom to play every day after their chores were done. On this particular day, the girls decided they would put on play clothes and go have fun in the woods. Whenever they played in the woods, the king and queen instructed them they were supposed to take one of the maids or knights with them, because if they were out of sight from the castle, they needed to have an adult with them to make sure they stayed safe. Today, both Ruby and Diamond decided they were going to have a tea party in the woods, and they didn't want anyone else to come. So they snuck out and hurried into the woods without anyone knowing. They set up their sandwiches and snacks and had a lovely party in the woods, enjoying every moment. It was when they were finishing up that they saw a little troll come out from around the bend. He waved cheerily to them in greeting. "Why, hello," he said. "Looks like you're having a wonderful party. Would you care to have any cupcakes to make it an even better luncheon?" The girls squealed in delight, for they had just been saying they wished they had brought something sweet to eat. The troll laughed at their excitement. "Well, I suppose that's a yes. Come with me, my house is right inside this tree." The side of the nearby oak tree opened when he pushed on a gnarled knob. The troll motioned for them to step inside. "I don't know," said Diamond to Ruby. "Mama and Papa say we should never go with a stranger into a place where you can't be seen." "But he has cupcakes," said Ruby. "I do love cupcakes," Diamond nodded. The troll laughed again and said, "Oh, your parents won't mind. I'm nice, and besides, you have to slide down a slide to get into my house. Isn't that exciting? It's so much fun." Ruby wasn't so sure anymore, but Diamond was getting excited. "I love slides!" she cried in delight. So without further hesitation, the 2 girls slid down the slide into the troll's house. It was a fun slide, just as the troll had said, and when they got to the bottom, they landed in a room with a table full of all sorts of cupcakes. Red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese frosting, chocolate cupcakes with blue and green frosting, buttercream cupcakes with pink frosting and purple sprinkles, and many more varieties. The troll followed them down the slide and told them they could pick any cupcake they wanted. Diamond chose a cupcake with blue frosting, and Ruby chose a cupcake with yellow and purple frosting. They ate the cupcakes with great pleasure. They were the best cupcakes they had ever tasted. Pretty soon the girls began to feel very sleepy, and they lay down in the corner to take a quick nap. When they awoke, they were surprised to feel themselves rocking. They soon discovered they were on a ship, and all around them were children of all ages, boys and girls. Most of them looked scared or were crying. "What's going on?" asked Diamond. A boy in the corner stood up. "The trolls have kidnapped all of us, and we're sailing away from home. They intend to make us work for them in their troll kingdom, far, far away." Ruby's eyes grew wide. "But I don't want to go to the troll kingdom." At that point, a troll came down into the hold of the ship, where all the children were being kept. "Listen here, children. You all are here because each one of you have disobeyed your parents. They told you not to go with strangers, but each of you did. Because you are disobedient, your parents don't love you anymore, and they don't want you to come back home. So we're taking you to live with us in the Troll Kingdom. We will give you some bread and water, and then you will go to sleep and wait quietly until we get to the Troll Kingdom. You will not leave the ship and go back to your parents. You will come with us." With that, the troll passed out bread and water and left the children in the hold. One little girl began to cry. "My mommy doesn't love me anymore." Ruby squared her shoulders and walked over to the little girl, giving her a compassionate hug. "My mama and papa don't like it when I disobey, but they always tell me that they will love me no matter what. I bet your mom and dad think the same thing." Diamond nodded from where she stood. We all were disobedient to our parents. The troll was right about that. But our parents also taught us that we're not to obey a wrong command. The troll told us that we're not to go back to our parents. That is wrong. We need to escape. Diamond looked at the older boy who had spoken earlier. What's your name? Edward, he replied. Edward, we need your help getting out of here. Edward thought for a moment. I saw a small boat on the side of the ship. If we could get to it, maybe we could all row back to land. We haven't been sailing for long, so we shouldn't be too far from the shore. Diamond smiled. Good. Everyone be quiet and get ready. We're going to escape. The children all got ready and waited for the trolls to go to sleep. It didn't take long. As soon as they heard the trolls' loud snores, the children came out from the hold and snuck to the boat. The big kids put the little children into the boat and then lowered it into the sea. Then they climbed down the ship's ladder and into the boat. They began to row away from the ship. They rowed and rowed and rowed. Before long, they got tired and hungry. Ruby began to get cranky, and got cross with the little boy who was rowing with her. Stop pulling the oar when I'm pushing it, she yelled. Edward realized that everyone was getting tired, so he said, We have to keep working together. Edward's right, Diamond agreed. Ruby, I know you're tired, but we need to keep our tempers under control. Ruby, you've been doing such a good job so far, and I appreciate that you've been rowing this whole time. You're very strong, and you're using that strength to help others. Ruby took a few breaths. In and out. In and out. She remembered her father telling her that when she was upset, sometimes taking deep breaths helps to calm yourself down. Finally, she smiled weakly. I know I'm a little cranky. I'll try to have a good attitude. That's great, Ruby, Diamond cheered her on. Diamond began to say words of encouragement to all the kids around her. Edward whispered to Diamond, Good idea. It's better to encourage people to keep doing good than to tear them down for the small problems and make everyone upset. That's what my mom says, Diamond smiled. So, for the rest of the trip, everyone encouraged one another with their words, even when they grew more tired, and at times they felt like being cross. There were a few times when some of the children needed to take deep breaths, but they all managed to work together. Ruby began to sing, and soon all the others joined in. The singing boosted their spirits and helped keep everybody warm. Finally, after what seemed like a very, very long time, Edward shouted, I see land! We're almost there! With renewed vigor, the children rowed until they reached the shore. They crawled out of the boat, tired but very happy to be on land again. As they looked around, to their dismay, none of the children recognized where they were. To be continued.